Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zakiyya Laila NIM 2019-034064. I'm from KG English 3. I will presentation about social media. First, this time I choose the topic of social media. There are still many people who abuse social media. Therefore, I want to discuss a little about this social media so that is not misused and can be used for all social media user. First of all, we need to know the meaning of social media itself. First slide is definition. Social media, often mistaken for social media, is an online media that is used by each other where a user can easily participate, interact, share, and create content on blogs, social networks, wikis, forums, and virtual worlds without being limited by space and time. Blogs, social network, and wikis are the most common forms of social media use by people around the world. And then next slide. The purpose of the existence of social media itself is as a means of communication to connect users with a very wide area coverage. In order for social media user or methods to be easier and faster, a stable and fast internet connection is needed. So you no longer need to contact other people via telephone lines or traditional means of communication. Simply by accessing social media, you can connect with many people, create forum, discuss together, upload your daily activities, and so on. And then next slide. There are so many types of social media, namely Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, Line, and others. These types of social media are often used among teenagers. In general, social media is used by teenagers to talk about their life, also talk about what they do every day. They even show their existence through social networks to say where they go or the place they like to go. But not all teenagers are like that, because many teenagers use social network to criticize, discuss, or to find a new business opportunity. But sometimes, not many also misuse social media for crime. Today's teens are growing up in the internet age, but will this have an impact when they grow up? Through social networks, people can communicate with each other even though they are far away. They can provide their privacy data, phone numbers, and then address, even family data, and other things that should not be exposed. Anyone can immediately get acquainted even without knowing his background. Unfortunately again, various understandings can easily enter teenagers if there is no strong filter in the life of these teenagers. So, from there, many people can misuse social media as a crime. For example, there are many falsification of personal data, fraud, and much more. For example, but we also have to know that there are many benefits of social media, namely, first, get real-time information. Sharing the last content is every essay nowadays. because now there are so many social media applications that are made to help the process of finding various sources of information in every area of life. The information comes from various regions around the world. Second, ability to communicate in real time. Do you often spend time having conversation with friends, relatives, and others using social media platform? If true, then a conversation also called that is a form of communication that can be done in real time directly. The main benefit of social media is to cut the distance and time in conveying information from one party to another. Thus, the information can be conveyed directly, even though in different regions and far apart. Third, increase brand awareness. When you appear on social media, you can more easily connect with customer. On the other hand, customer can connect more easily with the exchange of social media can also increase customer loyalty to the brand you have. The more active and diligent you are to update the information and content on social networking sites, it will give the same effect to your website, namely increasing visitor traffic. Fifth, build relationship quickly and widely. The last benefit of social media is to develop networks or relationship widely. In addition, we must look at the positive and negative impacts of using social media for teenagers. Next slide. The positive impact is first, helping children connect with family, for example video calls. Second, cultivate a sense of empathy among children. When children see this, their hearts can be touched and make them more friendly, caring, and empathic to others. Third, can hone skills from knowing seen on social media. Learning media for children to hone their networking skills. Fourth, can easily access information about personal health. Social media also makes it easy for teenagers to access various information they need related to their own health. Fifth, encourage children to express themselves. To encourage children to express themselves, you can use social media to motivate them to be better at communicating. 6. Expand your network of friends. Not only making friends in the school environment, social media can also expand children's friendship with anyone in all corners of the world. The important thing that mama needs to pay attention to is keep providing supervision so that they don't choose the wrong friends who actually harm them in social media. 7. Social media as a promotional tool in business. With social media, children will learn how to promote products and services without spending a lot of money. 8. Means of developing social skill. Social media can also be used to develop children's social skill. And then last, easy of shopping online. Even though they don't have their own account yet, this can make it easier for children to see what they need. The next slide. The negative impact is first, Always feel lacking the emergence of a feeling that yourself or your life is always lacking when compared to the life or others on social media. Second, fear of missing out or FOMO. This is a phenomenon where you feel afraid to miss various viral or popular things that are trending on social media. Third, triggers anxiety. The third negative impacts of social media can trigger anxiety. Fourth, a brace depression emergence of feelings of depression within. 5. Influence sleep quality can inhibit the body's production of the hormone melatonin which facilitates sleep. 6. Give addictive effect. Social media addiction is still not included in the latest diagnostic manual for mental health disorder. 7. Influential relationship. You must have gathered with friends, hanging out in cafe or restaurant in the hope of exchange news and story while relaxing, longing face to face. But what happens next is that each of your friends is busy with their cell phones and is not indifferent to the more real world around them. So, we as a social media user must know the limits so that it can be useful life for us in everyday life. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.